All right. How we doing, guys? Welcome to the table. I hope you're doing I'm having a special edition. I am out at the beach, but I was going to be here to do the show. So if you guys can hear me, everything's coming through okay. It's kind of a different setup than I normally shoot on. Here, let me go ahead and take my glasses off so you don't get the reflection. Go ahead and shoot me a comment. Let me know if you can hear me okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing good. I want to tell you that, guys, um, we're. I just want to tell you guys I'm super grateful for you. I'm literally going to start out every episode of saying thank you to you guys, because without you guys being here and without your support, this would be so hard. Even just the challenge. And today was a hard day for me. I keep getting this like ego trip that's really hard for me about the scholarships and the prizes. I'm so competitive that when they give out the prizes at the end of the day, I drop in like energy because I didn't win, and that's been kind of killing me. It's something that I need to work on, obviously. It has nothing to do with even being materialistic. It's literally just because I get so competitive that I want to win, and when I don't win, I feel like I lost. If that makes sense. But I just want to hop on here, say thank you, tell all of you I love you, tell you that I appreciate you, that I see you putting in the work on the challenge, and I am super excited for you. I'm super excited. Kaylee, I know that you just posted yours before I went live, so I will go check that work out afterwards. But I'm super proud of you guys. I'm going to set up coaching one-on-one so that we can sit down and kind of go over everything next week, kind of get an idea of a plan for it. But I want to sit down with each of you guys and kind of get an idea. Julian, if you guys get the time, Julian has a skill to do an astrology read that is absolutely amazing. Shout out to Julian for being fucking awesome in that astrology reading. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. last night, and I mean there was some serious stuff in there. So if you guys want to learn a lot about yourself, please hit up Julian in the chat and let him know that you guys want to, you really want to be a part of that. So I definitely recommend it. He's an amazing light worker. We had so much good energy last night. I could feel like the energy building between us, and he was in the Netherlands. So that tells you how much awesome energy we had. Real quick, if you don't know, if you are watching on YouTube or Facebook, if you want to see how all of this started, you can always go to YouTube at the Wonderwalters and see the journey so far up to becoming Witness My Growth. And then obviously now that the account is going bigger, I expect a good amount of growth coming up. I'm getting a lot of messages from the challenge people that are joining, but I'm also getting, I had two more videos go viral on TikTok. So, I gained 1,000 followers today. So, I don't know where that'll end. I know a lot of people are messaging me and asking me, and they all want to get in the group. But once again, I'm trying to be careful of who I put into the group because it's so easy. Did you pull the pizzas?
I got hammer.
Did you pull them?
No, I didn't.
Did you check them?
Yes, baby.
Okay, sorry. I was cooking. Like I said, I'm at the beach, and we were making pizzas, and it just clicked in my head that I didn't set the timer for the pizzas.
He can't burn my pizza. I'm not gonna let him burn my pizzas.
But no, I'm not gonna burn the pizza. She'll kill me. In case you guys are wondering why we're at the beach, it's because it's that one's birthday. Oh, where are you going? What are you doing? There we go. It's her birthday, so we're out here at the beach. We came out to see some family and friends and come out. So every year she likes to let the sun come up on her birthday. And now that we live at the beach, it's kind of hard to argue.
The trip is not as long.
No, the trip is not as long. We used to travel 4 hours for it. Now we have to travel about 40 minutes. So a lot easier on us. But back to the challenge. I'm curious, and I want to see in the comments. Actually, somebody throw a comment down. I'm not seeing a single comment. They might not be coming up, which is not good. Here, let me check my page real fast and see what's going on. If you guys watch my live, you know that sometimes this stuff happens, and I try and figure it out. So that's just a part of it. I got you. Yep. We're on there. It says we have 6 comments. Oh, that's why you're so far behind. Wow, Facebook is pretty far behind. It's crazy. All right, they said happy birthday. You're good. Actually, I had someone reach out to me a minute after I stopped my live. Exactly. Do you see that? That's what I'm talking about. People are reaching out to you, and because they see your growth. You know, like I know it's hard for you to see, you know, the amazing person that I see when you guys are on these feeds and on these lives. But other people are seeing it too. And these people that are in this group understand, you know, I cannot stress this enough. And I'm going to say it one more time, and I want you to understand this. If you are in the company of 5 millionaires, you're bound to be the 6th. Because who you hang around creates who you become. They teach you the habits. You learn from everything that they do. They support you. And not only do they support you, they want to see you do good because they realize that in business, having a partnership with someone that is successful. She always distracted me while I'm doing the show. She loves the distraction. She loves it. But the people that are in this group are the future of America. These are the future of the fucking world. You know, the people that I'm reaching out to that are reaching out to you, reach out and create that network. You know, if something happened to me and tomorrow was my last day, I want you guys to know that you're my legacy. You know, what I'm teaching you guys, what I'm going through, the one-on-one coachings and everything, you guys are my legacy. You know, you guys are all of the work that I put out into the world. You know, do I get exhausted doing it? Sometimes, yes. But that's because I care so much. That's because I want you guys to grow and I want you guys to become the best people that you can be. And I want you to be happy. And I realize that that's hard. I realize that it's hard to honestly look yourself in the mirror and like what you see. All of us go through that. Even the most beautiful people on the planet, they go through it even more because, you know, they're beautiful, but their imperfections are what drive them. You know, it's a constant, you know, trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, you guys don't know how easy it is for you to be yourself. You don't have to crawl in there. You want to say hi?
Oh, no.
Okay. I got the boys that are at the beach house too. So I was telling them, James, you want to say hi? You want to be on YouTube? Here, pop your head in there.
I'm famous.
Oh, now did you see that Andrew did not want to be on there, but as soon as James popped on the camera, Andrew slid right in. So just so you guys know, they're famous now. So by offset, that makes all of us famous. So there you go.
Sure.
But you know, I can't stress that enough. Networking with these people, you taking the stuff that I'm giving you and doing amazing things with it. I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You are in the company of amazing people and you guys are still shining. You guys are still doing great. You know, I know it's easy to listen to the reasons why you shouldn't do it and why you should probably believe the reasons inside your head, but I don't want you to. You know, like I'm changing through this. I'm changing, like I might have changed my passion. Like where my passion is community. What do I do with the community? You know, the community is one thing that I'm so proud of, but what's my personal goal? My passion can't be to build a community. The community is a part of that passion. So I'm still day six. And I've been doing the homework and I've been doing everything, but day 6, I'm still growing. I'm still seeing that this might not be the exact thing that I want to do. Like he said today, it's not about it being you choosing one story, but you got to know the one that you want to start with. You got to know the one that really means the most to you, because if it doesn't set you on fire, no one else will give a shit. Everybody will sit back, and just like an infomercial, when it runs, you'll be like, next. Or if you have to watch it, you'll be looking at your phone or something else. Connect with people. Every person here. I connect with every person here because you are a human being, and even though we are completely different, we are still growing, and we still go through the same things. You know, are you lonely? Most of you are. Most of you are. Even if you have someone in your life, you're still lonely because our society doesn't teach us to make connection. It doesn't teach us to be authentic. It doesn't teach us to be real. It doesn't teach us to be earnest with each other. It teaches us to put our best out and to hide our worst. Do you truly know and love someone? That's a relationship that you have with them. You have to love someone on their worst days, or you don't deserve their best. You guys might not be listening, but I had gravity to it, so I'm going to say it again. If you can't love the person on their worst days, you do not deserve their best days. Because it's the balance. Relationship is about balance. Communication and community is about balance. It's about knowing what you're weak at and finding someone that's strong at it, and that makes you stronger. You know, a team together can't be stopped. You know, when something becomes an image and not a person. Like, I'll give you an example. If this was called James Walzer, it could only represent me. If the show was my name, it would only represent me. And that would be a failure to me. Because if I'm the only person trying to make a difference, I'm going to get worn out. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to work out well. It's not. But that's okay. Because it's a process. But it still would weigh me down and eventually wear me out. Now, witness my growth. That's not about me. My growth. When you say it, you're not saying Jimmy's growth. You're saying witness my growth. When you say that, you're talking about yourself. And no matter how many people read it, they're talking about themselves. That's a movement. You know, what am I good at? I think we all have figured that out in the one-on-ones, and that's what I'm good at. I'm good at connecting with people one-on-one. I'm good at taking your energy into me, figuring out what exactly you're trying to say and what you're passionate about, not what you're telling me, as all of you know, because all of you started telling me one thing, and by the end of the coaching session, it was something different. It was something more refined. You know, if you guys think that you know your ideal customer, do you? Because you're most likely your ideal customer, because that's why it means so much to you. Or you could have someone in your life that you want to save. That should be the person that you're talking to. You know, like, imagine if my ideal customer was my mother. If my ideal customer was my mother had serious issues. So I'm going to use this as an example. I hope you understand what I mean by this. But if my mother, who had mental issues, and I was trying to talk to her, I wouldn't say, "Are you having a bad day?" No. I would say, "Are you stressed? Do you absolutely get overwhelmed by the weight of the world around you and the society that puts the pressure on you? Are you constantly second guessing yourself? Because sometimes you even question your own mental health. If you're worried about that, you're not alone. My name is James Walzer, and I go through that too. I battle with mental illness. I battle with self-doubt. I battle with social anxiety. But I've managed to make positive change and growth in that. And I'd like to show you how. I'd like to show you how you can take your biggest weakness and turn it into your biggest strength. And it's not very hard. It's just routine. It's repetition. And if you're out there and you feel alone, I want to tell you that you're not alone. See, now when I did that, I was talking to my mom. I was picturing my mom. You know, like, and that's why that connection. Did you hear the difference in my voice? The connection comes through, the emotion comes through, because I'm picturing someone I love. You know, I'm not trying to sell a pitch. If you feel like you're selling, you're doing it wrong. If you feel like you're trying to take someone's money, you're doing it wrong. You should be so passionate and so on fire that they feel absolutely stupid for not asking you what's your secret. Because that's how it should really go. You shouldn't walk into a store and they're like, oh, please buy our stuff. Buy our stuff. No, you should walk into the store and see other people wearing it, using it, it being actively like marketed. And then you see it in use and you're like, I can see me wearing that. I like the way she looks. I like that she looks confident. I like the colors. I want that in my life. So you didn't have to sell it. You can't convince somebody to buy something that they don't want to buy. You can't. You can convince them on an emotional level to buy at the moment, but then they'll have buyer's remorse. And then they're probably going to bring it back, which is even worse. You have to light on fire when you talk about it. You know, if I'm trying to talk about saving my mom and saving mentally ill, I would get so fired up when I started telling the stories of my mom was a great woman, but she didn't even understand what she did when she abandoned me in a pizza place in Baltimore at 9 years old. In that moment, I was broken and I would never be the same again. But I didn't give up. And every day I took a step towards change. And now I can show you how to take your mess and make it into a message. How to go out and create a community in the world that loves you, that pays attention to the same things you pay attention to, and all you got to do is be on fire, and they want to be a part of that. That's it. You don't have to sell them. You have to believe what you're saying. If you're thinking too hard about it, if you have to write it out, it might not be the right one. You know, you should be able to speak from your heart. Like Gene said, get the first line. Get your hook. Know your hook. But don't let it go to where your hook and the rest of it is so scripted that you're constantly double guessing yourself in the middle of your moment. That you're constantly looking back at the roadmap saying, am I going the right direction? Just drive. It'll be all right. You don't got to worry about it. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay. You know how many times I get on the videos and afterwards I'm like, damn, I missed the whole part. I missed the whole section. But I would have remembered that section if it was important to the moment. You know, when we structure things and when we rehearse them, what happens is they come across rehearsed and structured. They're not a moment of passion where you're saying, hey, I love this. Better yet, if you really want to sell it, just tell them one thing. I love it and I'm willing to die for it. I love this so much, I'm willing to die for it. That's a sell. That is a sell. That tells them on an emotional level that whatever the fuck it is that you're talking about is so good and affects you on such a deep level that instantly instantly, you know you're willing to die for it, and them knowing that lets them know it's worth it. It creates value. If you're willing to die for it, now imagine if you said that to your ideal customer. Imagine if you took that and with your ideal customer, you looked them dead in the face and as honest as you could be, you were like, I will help you or I will die trying. Or I may help you now, but that doesn't end with now. We're going to continue this as long as you need me. If you can't afford it, we'll figure it out. Imagine if you said that to someone. How would you feel if someone said that to you? How would you feel if you went in somewhere, there was a business, and they told you that, and you were a return customer, and actually, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example right now. The corner store by my house. The corner store by my house has a fucking fantastic business theory. I kid you not. If you're a regular, like I am, I go in there multiple times a day. When I go in there, there are some times that I forget my wallet. Now, is it absurd for me to turn and go all the way to my house and come back? No, I forgot my wallet. That's my responsibility. However, my store, all the time, if I forget something, they will give me what I'm buying and tell me to bring it back later, like on an honor system. You guys remember that? An honor system? I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember that people used to put out a cup and you would put change or money in the cup and they would believe that you would do it. So much so that they wouldn't even be there when stuff was being sold. They would just say honor system. Can you imagine that today? Can you imagine the lack of connection that we have in society if we put out something and said honor system? Something's wrong. But it doesn't have to be wrong with your business. It doesn't have to be wrong with you. It's wrong in society, but it doesn't have to be wrong with you. So what I want to challenge you to do is that when you're going through these last days, don't let this challenge end when Dean and Tony are done with it. This challenge shouldn't end until you have reached your dreams, and then you should do it again and realize how to get everyone else in your life to the same point you are. That's Knowledge Broker, right? It's not about you becoming wealthy. It's about you taking everyone that you love and care for and taking them to the top with you. It's about it's all love. That's where it all comes from. It all comes from love. If you try and sell from your pocket, it's not going to work. But if you sell from your heart, they're listening every time. Every single time. They're listening. Why? Because you say it with passion. You say it with confidence. And they hear that. Not even on like a physical level. They may hear it in their eardrums, but it like shakes their soul. It stirs their soul. One of my favorite quotes is do not ever, ever allow yourself to dream small dreams. Because small dreams do not have the power to stir men's souls. And if you can't cause that reaction, if you can't say something that truly makes someone think, if you're not connecting on that level, you're failing. You don't need to know. Every customer you should talk to should be you in the moment that you needed your product. And you shouldn't have to go out of the way to try and understand them. Literally, think about it. He said it. Talk to yourself 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I was a fucking mess. 20 years ago, I didn't know what the fuck was going on in my life. 20 years ago, I was willing to do anything for money. I was willing to work anywhere that I had to work to make $1, but I didn't realize that the most valuable thing in my life was my time. My time is more valuable than anything that other people have, whether it's money, whether it's position. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's my time, That's the most valuable thing that I have. And if you don't understand why, let me explain it to you real quick. Listen when I say this. Everything else, when you run out of it, you can get more. When you're out of time, you're out of time. So if you spent 40 hours this week trying to make someone else's dream come true, you put 40 hours into someone else's dream, not your dream, but their dream, and you died tomorrow, your time's up. It's up. And so, for some people, that's the scariest thought they can have. They're like, oh my God, death. Death should motivate you. Death should get you off of your ass. And I mean, let me put it to you this way. Wake up every morning and tell yourself that today could be the day that you die. And if today is the last day on earth, is what you're doing right now really what you want to do? See, that gives you perspective. I can go through here and I can try and teach you everything that I know, but you're never going to know it because you're not me. You've never been through the struggles. I mean, I'm ashamed that sometimes I'm as strong as I am, and I never reached out to help some of the people that I've known. I've known some amazing people that need strength, but I never thought I was worth being the teacher. But let me tell you a secret. Not many people on this planet could go through what I went through and still be here to tell you that they love you, that they care about you, and they want the best for you, that they've seen the darkest parts of humanity, and they choose to focus on the best parts of humanity. As long as I'm just stuck on reaction and I'm waiting for something good to happen in a world that's full of bad, eventually that it's just going to hit me too hard. But if you take the time and you really work on yourself, you can be happy. You know, it starts with the blueprint. If you guys don't know about the blueprint, call me, message me, I'll help you with it. Most of you right now could be as happy as you've ever been. You don't understand that a certain little shift can change everything in your life. Everything. And that shift is perspective. Right now, you're so stuck in the way that you're living your life and the lies that you tell yourself about your life to make yourself feel better about it. You need to just be honest and earnest. You need to be 100% with the person in the mirror. Don't worry about anybody else. But I promise you, if you're not honest with the person in the mirror, it's going to be real easy for you to lie to everybody else. But if you're honest with the person in the mirror, it's going to be real hard for you to be fake. It's going to be real hard for people to look at you and think that you don't mean what you say. I mean, you guys know me. I'm not going to say it if I don't mean it. Sometimes I get so passionate that I get carried away, but that's because I love you and I want the best for you. And sometimes you fuckers don't listen. I don't listen. It's human nature to struggle, to fight with it. But every person that I am lucky enough to work with in that group, you are winners. You are a different fucking breed. You are not like the people around you. You may convince yourself that you are, but you're not. You know you're different. You know God has a plan for you and he has purpose for you, and you're too busy wrapping yourself up in your own head to truly understand that all you have to do is accept it and your life will change. Take the time to learn perspective. So tonight, I'm going to give you a challenge. I know we're coming up on 30, and I'm not going to be here too long because we do got other stuff that we got to do. But my challenge for you tonight is this. I want you to think for the next 2 days that it might be your last day. That you could die tomorrow and die in your sleep. And really let that hit you. I know what you're thinking. That's too much. I don't want that kind of stress. You do. And if you want to know why, you need perspective. You're looking at your life and you're doing too little and judging too much. Stop judging it. Start doing. You won't figure it out until you're already doing it. You know, how many times have I been in the middle of a coaching session and I've said something that's like, damn, I should have wrote that down. Because I don't know until the moment. I don't know until I'm in there with you. I'm sorry I don't listen. You do listen. You listen a lot better than I do, for the record. I'm the one that doesn't listen. See, when I talk about things, a lot of times you guys may think that I'm talking to you. I'm not. Every single thing that I've ever come to you about, I fuck up on daily. Daily. Why do you think I have to tell myself? Why do you think I have to get up here in the morning and tell myself and you the same thing every day? You think that I do that 100% for you? I need it too. I need to prime myself and remind myself of who the fuck I want to be. I need to wake up with purpose, and I need to know what I want and spend every waking moment going the fuck after it. Because if I don't give it everything, the only thing I will be left with is a regret. And that's the one thing I don't want for a single one of you. I want you to regret any moment in your life that you didn't take full advantage. Get off your ass. Today might be your last day. One day you're going to be right. One day you're right. It was your last day. So on that day, I hope you lived your best life. And if it's tomorrow, if this is my last day, if this is my obituary right here, and they play this at my funeral in a week, this is what I want you all to know. One, I love you. And that's not bullshit. That's not me being one of your fake friends that's just telling you what you want to hear. That's honestly. And you want to know honestly why I love you? It's because you're human. You're putting in the fucking work. And no matter what, I know that you get beat down, but I'm fucking proud of you. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be the bottom of the fucking barrel, but I know that something put you there. And as much as it's hard for me to admit that I love some of those people, or all of those people, I love them. You want to know why? Because something happened to them for them to become that person. Who's to say that that's not a family member to me? So yes, I love you. I love you more than some people will ever understand. And it's just because I want the best for you. It's because I see your potential and I feel your feelings, and that allows me to truly reach out and care and trust you. It's not easy. I talk myself out of it every day. I tell myself that you guys don't want to hear what I'm saying. I tell myself that it doesn't matter, that it never mattered, but it does matter. Because I know I make a difference every day, which is why I get off my ass and do this. So as we grow, as everyone starts to pay attention, as these numbers go up and up and up, as they will, because I'm consistent, I deliver, and you guys know I care. As we grow, I want you to know that you are my foundation. Every person watching this show right now is a part of my future. No matter what I go on to do, it never could have happened without you. So does thank you cut it? I don't think so. I don't think any word is ever going to truly get across to you how much you mean to me. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And I hope that you get it. This isn't a game for me. You know, I stay up late and I get up early. I'm getting like a lack of sleep, which I promise to do better on. But that's because I want to be the best version of myself for you. I want to be the person that has the answers when you ask. And I know that's impossible, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to put in every amount of work that I can in order to make sure that I'm putting my best foot forward for you. So just remember that when the world pushes you down, when everything convinces you that you don't deserve it, jump in these comments. Look at them. Look at all them people, them beautiful people. Look at all those comments. Look at all the random people that jumped in. You know, it used to scare me to think of my random family members and friends jumping in and seeing my live. Because they'd be like, oh, God, look at his teeth. Look at this. Look at that. He shouldn't be there. I don't care. Some of those people I've been talking to in forever. If they don't like me anymore, that's cool with me. They should still love me. But if they don't like me, I'm cool with it. I don't need you to like me. I need to make a change. I hope that carries through. So, I'm going to call it. I'm going to go through my comments and read them since they're not popping up over here. Something new every time. Got to love being live. But I love you guys. Don't sit back. Don't think you have time. Because that time is not guaranteed. This could be the last minute. When you leave the room, tell people you love them. When you go to bed rested and knowing that you thank God for everything that was amazing and that you plan to work on everything that wasn't. But don't just wake up on fucking autopilot. Don't just wake up and think that you don't have a choice. You have a choice. You're here for a reason. Think of the events and the timing that had to happen specifically for you to be here right now. You were meant to, and you're meant to do something with it. So stop fucking around. Get off your ass and go make a difference. The world needs you. And the longer you wait, people hurt. The longer you wait, people are alone. And the longer you wait, you're not filling your potential. And that's killing you inside. Don't fucking wait. If this is your last day, make it the best day of your fucking life. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm going to cheers you. Clank. Hey, we celebrating, all right? We celebrating. Yeah, but I'm celebrating you too. I'm proud of your growth. I'm proud of the work that you put in. I love you guys. Don't stop. Grind, 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 work, and make a fucking difference. Because if you don't wake up tomorrow, today is all that you got to be remembered for. So I'm going to call it. Stay tuned. There it is. Stay tuned. Pay attention and witness my growth. You know, I never really thought about it, but that sounded kind of dirty.
Oh my gosh.